Welcome to Scrapple TV.
I'm Elise Brown. Welcome to In the Pink. Wow. Just wow. There's a war on women here in the good old US of A, whereby some of our most basic rights are being threatened by some of the most idiotic men ever elected to public office. And this guy just may take the cake, or cookie rather, for being one of the most supremely idiotic of them all. Indiana State Representative Bob Morris, a Republican, no, really, who's refused to sign a House resolution recognizing the 100th anniversary of Girl Scouts of America. Why? Because Morris claims that the Girl Scouts are you sitting down? A radicalized organization that is a tactical arm of Planned Parenthood, and as such, supports abortion, promotes sex and a homosexual lifestyle, allows transgender females to join, and features First Lady Michelle Obama as its honorary president. OMG. Yes, it appears that Republicans aren't content to just cut the freedoms of us adult women. Now they're out to destroy a character, community, and skill-building organization enjoyed by innocent young girls for 100 years. BOMO also claims that 47 out of 50 Girl Scout role models presented in education seminars are feminists, lesbians, and/or communists. Funny, when I was a Girl Scout, our role models were mainly our friends' moms who taught us how to pitch tents, build campfires, and tie some really cool knots. And I don't recall any merit badges being offered for carpet munching or planning radical overthrows. This guy forced his own 2 young daughters to join something called the American Heritage Girls Little Flowers organization instead. Those poor kids. Thankfully, a Girl Scouts representative in his area noted that Morris's crazy rants haven't really affected the organization yet, and that cookie sales there are still higher than last year. Whew! So here's hoping the Girl Scouts make it another 100 years without some boneheaded adult male trying to screw them over. We've been hearing a lot about small government recently, so let's take a look at what small government has been looking like. Let's take a look at prenatal testing. Many states, including Pennsylvania, have introduced laws mandating that a woman seeking an abortion must get an ultrasound 24 hours before her scheduled abortion. The Pennsylvania House Health Committee advanced the bill earlier this month. In the Pennsylvania bill, the woman undergoing a totally unnecessary invasive procedure by a doctor executing the orders of the state doesn't have to look at the screen, and neither, oddly, does the doctor. The doctor is supposed to look at the woman's face, then record in her medical file whether or not she was a good little girl and looked at the screen, or if she was a bad little girl and refused to do so. In addition, copies of ultrasound photos are given to both the doctor and the patient and kept on file for 7 years. That's what they're calling small government. State Representative Babette Josephs took the words right out of our mouth when she told reporters that the 113 co-sponsors of this bill assume, all of them, that women are either childish, frivolous, brainless, stupid, or evil. But this is the thing. While prenatal tests with no medical value are now going to be forced onto pregnant women seeking abortions, top dog Pennsylvania Republican Rick Santorum recently said the government should not be paying for another type of prenatal testing. Amniocentesis can determine Down syndrome and other fetal abnormalities. On Face the Nation, Santorum said such tests are used to cull the ranks of the disabled in our society.
One of the things that you don't know about Obamacare and one of the mandates is they require free prenatal testing in every insurance policy in America. Why? Because free prenatal testing ends up in more abortions and therefore less care that has to be done, because we cull the ranks of the disabled in our society.
So, are you still with us? Medically valid tests are bad. Medically unnecessary tests are good. Meanwhile, do you know where this idea comes from? Movies like Juno and Knocked Up. That's right, the ultrasound movement began in movie scripts written by Diablo Cody and Judd Apatow. In a 2008 column for the Philadelphia Inquirer, Rick Santorum wrote, "In these movies, abortion was urged on women facing an unplanned pregnancy and rejected. Ultrasound images awaken characters and audiences to the humanity of the unborn. Having a baby, even in the most challenging circumstances, became the compelling choice." Well, here's our memo to Hollywood. Do us a favor. Stop giving Santorum fodder for his foolishness. Thank you.
Would you like to know the sex?
Yes.
No.
Please.
No,
do
definitely.
Please.
No, there's no sex.
Planning to be surprised when you deliver.
Well, no, I want Mark and Vanessa to be surprised, and if you tell me, I'll just, like, ruin everything.
Are Mark and Vanessa your friends at school?
No, they're the adoptive parents.
Oh, well, thank goodness for that.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, what if these adoptive parents turn out to be, like, evil molesters?
Or like stage parents.
They could be utterly negligent. Maybe they'll do a far shittier job of raising a kid than my dumbass stepdaughter ever would. Have you considered that?